Hello students, now I am going to explain types of accounts in the double entry system. Classification of accounts. In double entry system, all the transactions are divided into two types of accounts. First one is personal accounts and second one is impersonal accounts. These personal accounts are classified into three types. First one is artificial person, second one is natural person, and third one is representative person. Okay, then impersonal accounts also classified into two types. The first one is real accounts and second one is nominal accounts. Okay, now you are going to know very clearly about personal account, real account and nominal account. The first one is the personal account, second one is real account and third one is the nominal account. This personal account explains about the persons and the firms and business organizations. For example, Rama, Krishna and business organization. Business organization means Chandra Brothers, Bomana Brothers, then Andhra Bank, State Bank. So all business organizations are related to this account. The rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit the receiver and credit the giver. For example, I am giving 10 rupees to you, that means you are receiving, I am giving, so I am the giver and you are the receiver. So your account will be debited and my account will be credited. This is the simple formula. Okay, debit is the receiver, credit is the giver. The second account is real account. Real account means it explains about all assets, fixed assets and fluctuation assets, tangible assets, intangible assets, all assets. For example, what are the assets? Assets means furniture is an asset, cash is an asset, and stock is an asset. Okay, building is an asset, motor vehicles are the assets. These are the so many examples we can give. These are the few examples of the real account. Then here also there is one formula. That formula says debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. For example, I am purchasing a TV. That means TV is coming, so TV account is debited. When cash is going out, so cash is credit. So this is the simple formula. The third one is the nominal account. Nominal account explains about all expenses, incomes, profits and losses. Profit and loss, income and expenses. Understood? So what is the profit, what is the loss, what is the expenses and what is the income? So let me give some examples. The expenses means, so we are spending money. That means, for example, you are buying a TV means, first we say it is a expenditure. The next one is income. Income means, for example, what you are earning. Income, for example, your salary is an income. If you have an own house, when you are getting rent, this is also an income. For example, you have some money and you have given loans to others. So when you are giving loans, you will get some interest on the loans. That interest is income. So whatever you are getting on the assets, also an income. For example, building, rent on the building and interest on the cash. These are the, so interest and rents, incomes. Okay. Next, profit and loss. Profit and loss both are head and tail of a coin. So profit means what? For example, when you are buying a pen for 10 rupees and you are selling for 12 rupees, the 2 rupees margin is the profit. For example, when the selling price is higher than the purchase price, that is the profit. So the loss is quite opposite to profit. For example, when you are buying a pen for 10 rupees and you are selling for 8 rupees, when you are selling less than the purchasing price, you are going to get the loss. So this is the correct definition of the profit and the loss. Profit and losses are the difference between the selling price and the purchasing price. Understood? So here you can give so many examples. For rent, there are two types of rent. When I am receiving rent, that means you are giving rent. When I am receiving interest, means you are giving interest. Understand? When I am paying salary, means you are receiving salary. So here we can give so many examples. So here also one rule. Rule says all expenses and losses are debited. All expenses and losses both are friends. Okay, the nature also same. When loss is coming, so cash is going out. When you are spending means expenses. When you are spending some money means money is going out. So that the loss and expenses are debit. Second one, profit and incomes are credited. Profit means you are getting something. Income means you are getting something. That means when profit and income comes in, it is credited. So these are the three important rules. The total accountancy is based on these three rules. Okay, students. Now I am going to show three transactions. In each and every transaction, we should identify the accounts and we should classify the account, and after that we should apply the rules debit and credit as per the types of accounts. Principles of double entry system. In each and every transaction there will be minimum 2 accounts. Okay, so 2 accounts means one account for debit and another account for credit, so that each and every transaction we should identify 2 accounts. First, identify the accounts and classify the accounts. So I will explain how to identify and classify. Then third, identify the accounts with action as per the main accounts. Action means debit and credit. Okay, so now here example is bought furniture for 3000 rupees. Okay, so here this is a transaction. In this transaction we should identify 2 accounts. Here you can see furniture is underlined and cash is underlined. That means there are 2 accounts we identified. One is furniture and second one is cash. So here furniture and cash both are assets, so that these 2 accounts are belonging to real account. Then here we should think bought furniture means when we are buying furniture is coming and we are paying cash. That means cash is going. Furniture is coming and cash is going. Right. Okay, in this way first you should understand. Then what is the rule of a real account here? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, according to this rule we are going to take actions. That means one account is debit and another account is credit. Okay, so here actions you can see furniture is coming, debit what comes in, so furniture is coming, so that furniture account is debit. Then cash is going, that means when cash is going it should be credited, so rule is credit what goes out. Okay, understood? First we should identify the accounts and after that we should apply the actions. Okay, I will go for second example. In the second example you can see cash paid to JK Bros 18,000. So in this transaction also there are 2 accounts. One is cash account and second one is JK Bros account. So cash account means it is an asset, so that it belongs to real account. Then JK Bros means it is an organization, so it is belonging to personal account. So here cash paid to means cash is going out, so JK brother is receiving, so that JK brother is receiver. So we should remember the rule here. So as per the real account rule, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Then as per the personal account rule, debit the receiver and credit the giver. So we remember these two rules. Now we should apply debit and credit. So here which account is going to debit, which account is going to credit. So for example here JK Bros is a receiver, so that here debit the receiver, so that we should debit JK Brothers account. Then a cash paid means cash is going as per the real account, credit what goes out, cash goes out, so that cash account is credit. Okay. Then I will explain one more example here. You can see commission paid to JK Bros 2800. Here also we should identify two accounts, minimum two accounts. Okay, one is commission account. Then commission paid means we are paying commission in the form of cash, so that automatically cash account will be created. Then next one is JK Bros account. That means here three accounts came. One is commission, second one is cash, and third one is JK Bros. But in this transaction we need only two. One is for debit and second one is credit. Now I will explain which account should be debited and which account should be credited. Okay. So cash means it is an asset, so that it is belonging to real account. Then next commission means here commission paid means here expenditure, so it is belonging to nominal account. Next JK Bros means it is a organization, so it is belonging to the personal account. Okay, so here commission paid to JK Bros means JK Bros is the receiver. Then commission paid means commission is the expenditure, or commission expenditure or loss. Then here cash means cash is going out. So these are three type of effects. So here you can see the rules of the accounts. Nominal account rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Next real account rule is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. And third one is personal account rule. So personal account rule is debit the receiver and credit the giver. So we remember these three accounts and rules. Now which account is going to debit? You can see here JK Bros is receiver, so that JK Brothers account is debit. Then commission paid means commission is expenditure, so it is debited. Why? Because it is an expenses account, is nominal account, commission also debit. Then cash is an asset, it is going, so according to that rule, when cash is going, it is credit. Now finally we have to select one debit and one credit. So majorly here we should take what we paid, commission we paid, so that commission account is debit, then cash account is credit. We need not to write JK Bros account. Okay, so finally action is here commission account is debit and the cash account is credit. So in this way, first we should identify the accounts, and second step we should remember the rules, and third step we should divide that accounts as per the debit and credit. Okay. Now I will explain a small table. Here you can understand very well. So for example, here 2020 March 1st, I am giving one transaction, purchased goods for cash. In this transaction you should identify two accounts. The two accounts means one is purchase account and second one is cash account. Then purchase account means it is goods means assets are real account. Then cash also assets, so it is real account. So two accounts are belonging to real account. So actions. So when we are purchasing, goods are coming, so that as per the real account, debit what comes in. So purchase account is debit. Then we are paying cash according to the real account rule. Cash is going out, so that cash account is credit. Finish. Then second transaction, March 3rd, bought furniture for cash. In this transaction also we should identify two accounts. So here we can identify one is the furniture and second one is cash. Okay, so furniture and cash both are real account. Why? Because both are assets. Okay, then bought furniture means furniture is coming, so that furniture account is debit. Then we are paying cash, cash is going out, so that cash account is credit. Then next, March 4th, cash paid to Ramesh. Here we should identify two accounts. One is cash and second one is Ramesh. Okay. So Ramesh account is personal account, cash account means real account. So here cash paid to Ramesh means Ramesh is the receiver, so that Ramesh account is debit. When cash is going, cash account is credit as per the real account rule. Then March 6th, you can see cash deposited in the bank. Okay, here also we should identify two accounts. One is bank account, second one is cash account. Bank means personal account. Why? Because it is an organization. Cash means asset, it is real account. Okay, now which account is going to debit? Cash deposited in the bank means bank is the receiver, so that bank account is debit. Then cash is going out, so cash account is credit. Then next example here, March 10, furniture repairs. Furniture repairs means we should identify two accounts. When we are making furniture repairs, we will pay the cash. So automatically cash account will be created, so that furniture repairs account is one and cash account is second one. So two accounts here, furniture repairs and cash account. So furniture repairs are belonging to nominal account. Cash is an asset, it is belonging to real account. Then furniture repairs, according to the nominal account rule, debit all expenses and losses, so that here furniture repairs account is debit. Then we are paying cash, so cash is going out, so that cash account is credit. Okay students, in this way, if you classify the accounts, identify and classify the accounts, and if you remember the rule and if you apply the rules, okay, debit and credit, so you can get perfection in the journal entries. Okay, so in the next video I am going to explain the journal entries, so how to write the journal entries and everything. So please subscribe my YouTube channel and like and share and ring the bell icon for more updates. Thank you very much. Yours Mohan sir.